environmental impact statement. I cannot address whether it's in favor of granting a permit or not. What I can do is say if ever an environmental impact statement was required, now is the time. I was heartened to hear the hearing examiner indicate that this was an opportunity to answer questions. So,
Clarifying question.
clarifying questions.
Clarifying question? That's
So
what I'm here for?
I'm confused. I would like to have that clarified by having the DNR representative address the concerns that I've raised.
The first concern was we've already made the preliminary determination that the impact analysis is adequate. And that's the one piece that we talked about that we didn't have yet was the impact to the public, and that's why we're here. So we'll take all this information back, as well as the letter from local senators and our congressional delegation, and analyze that piece to say, is the environmental equivalent study adequate, or do we need to do the environmental impact study? And that's yet to be determined.
So thank you for that. So yes. My understanding was incorrect. There still is an opportunity to make a decision on environmental impact requirement is required.
Correct, because we haven't made the permit decision yet.
Okay.
That's why we're here.
Thank you. Another question I have is clarification as to the role of the hearing examiner and also the DNR, and if there are any officials here from the DNR that make policy decisions, or are we simply in the presence of staff? Thank you.
Thank you. I think I can answer that. We have staff that make the regulatory decisions based on code, which Carrie identified at the beginning. Her job is to analyze the application and compare that to the standards within state law to see if the application actually meets those standards. The department is obligated, if an application comes in and it meets those standards, we're obligated to issue the approval. Policymakers, I'm kind of the mouthpiece, the eyes, ears, and the voice of the secretary. So I am here kind of representing the policy side of it and are the conduit to take that type of feedback and issues to those that are responsible on secretary staff for doing policy. A lot of the times the legislature passes the laws. We do the administrative codes that identify how to implement those laws, and then policy and guidance are kind of mixed in there so that we adequately, correctly, consistently implement the laws that are passed by the legislature. Next, we have Patrick.